Hey, welcome back to the Marking Out Network. I am one of your hosts, Dean Walker.
Hey guys, I'm Neal Pretty Boy Thomas here.
I'm your boy Cordell, aka Smoke. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It's been a long night.
Okay.
It's been a long night.
Okay.
Wrestlemania 39 in the books. We've been watching for since 7 o'clock. It is midnight. So when you guys see this, it's been a long night. We've had a few adult beverages. I know Smoke has polished off quite a few, right, Smoke?
I don't believe I have.
You don't.
He'd be polishing a lot of things, though.
No.
Bring it back. Bring it back again.
Bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Listen,
I keep forgetting this isn't our other podcast.
Yes.
We're here to speak on facts, not your truths.
Yes.
So let's stay on task, okay?
The Sexing Out Network.
No.
Where we talk our favorite. Anyway,
Let's keep it on track here.
Let's bring it back again. Let's go to match number 1, Neal. Can we squiggle on into no?
Just say let's go into match number 1.
Can we squirm on into match number 1, please?
Oh, here at the Marking Out Network, we talk about a lot of crazy shit, but we're going to keep it on track here. WrestleMania 39, they told us it was going to be Austin Theory versus John Cena in the United States Championship match, and it was a decent match. Austin Theory dominated pretty much the whole time. Cena got minimal offense in, and Austin Theory ended up winning. Now, guys, this is probably, we're burying the lead here a little bit. Probably the worst match of the night. Wouldn't you agree?
I would have to say.
I would say I was tuned out most of it. I know a lot of people were like, "Hey, what do you rate this out of 0 to 5, 0 to 10?" It was getting 1s and 2s and 5s and 6s. Man, it was not the greatest match. So we don't body shame here. We don't talk a lot of shit about people's appearances, but I'm gonna call it like I see it. John Cena's bald spot was fucking bugging me this whole match. Looking at it, it was bugging me. Why did he dye his hair so fucking dark and it was so noticeable? It got me distracted the whole fucking time. I can't believe I'm talking about a guy's bald spot, and why we hung up on this, I don't know, but this is how it was.
I'm gonna be honest.
Listen, I got a full head of hair, man. You want me to take my hat off? I can, but I got a full head of hair.
If you take it off, you can't be booking. That's your booking hat.
This is my booking hat. I got a full head of hair. It's blonde, whatever. It's a little gray on the side. I'm not bald. I'm not knocking anybody that's bald. But John Cena, what the fuck, man? It bugged me the whole time. And
what is he supposed to do about it?
I don't know. It bothers me, man. And I'm talking about his bald spot and not the fucking match.
Okay,
Why is
so
that?
Here's my thing. First off, John Cena, you are a very accomplished actor and a very accomplished wrestler and pro athlete. Shut up. Very accomplished pro athlete. I feel like you have the millions and the means to get that bald spot covered. And I'm trying to figure, the only thing that's irritating me is to why haven't you done it yet?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because of any
bad.
medical issues or anything like that. I'd rather come out with a toupee.
Yeah.
He has enough.
Can we sew something on the back of his head or something, or
somebody
spray paint it?
Let me tell you something.
Or something like
Go
that.
to a hairstylist. That's how y'all know y'all ain't got no black hairstylist back there. Because a black hairstylist would have hooked him up for the night, and you would have never known.
For sure.
You would have never known. She would have shoot John Cena. A black hairstylist would have gave you a weave, and no one would have ever noticed.
So, Whiskey Ginger with Andrew Santino. John Cena was on there for about an hour and a half. Great interview. He mentioned his bald spot. He said he said he's not covering it up. He doesn't mind it. He likes it because it shows that he's human, shows that he's getting older, and he's like, I get it, man.
That's
Wrestling
him.
fans,
I totally disagree with that
That's a
shit,
politically
man.
correct answer.
Yes. Accept who you are. Don't change for anybody just because people say that.
No. He made a good point. He's like, wrestling fans, they know you for your character, and they want you to live in the moment. They don't want you to age. They want you to be that, John Cena forever. He's like, but I'm not. He's like, I'm getting older. That's who I am. And hey, you know what? It's been thinning for years and years and years, but they just cut it in the right spot when I had the buzz cut. He's like, but it is what it is. And he's like, I'm not going to hide it. So I respect that shit.
I respect it too.
I don't.
Wait.
I don't.
Hold on. I respect it too, but I'm not walking around with no motherfucking no motherfucking bullseye in the middle of my head.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. I respect
it.
And
he
he's
respects himself.
We're all
but
aging.
I don't respect that.
We're all aging, and look, you're talking to a guy who I said
you're on TV, bro. You're a star. Do the best you can.
But you're talking to a guy whose butt hurt that my curls ain't curling like they used to back when I was 21. I'm upset about that. But if I had the money, best believe I would still have that high top curly fade.
I would do everything to keep it that way.
Thing, it's not a problem. I just think that even if you don't mind it being bald, that's great. Get your little weave going and a little toupee for the night. And then going back to your ball spot.
Or at least a little spray.
Just take it off when you're done with the match.
Yeah.
Listen, we could be critical of a lot of people. We could be critical of women not, making themselves.
We are.
Of
society.
Presenting themselves.
If this was a woman, it would be worse.
It would be worse, right? But
yeah.
The fact that John Cena had this match, his hair's dyed super fucking dark, and I was staring at the bald spot for 99% of the time. That's a problem. I don't even remember what happened in the fucking match.
I was gonna say, are we supposed to be talking about the match?
Are we supposed to be talking about the match? All right, John Cena said in the promo a couple weeks ago, hey,
6 minutes later.
6 minutes later.
Hey, so John Cena said, hey, I'm not going to be there to hold it. We're going to make this quick. John Cena, I'm not going to be there to hold your hand, Austin Theory, come Monday Night Raw. What are you going to do after you beat me? All right, Austin Theory ended up beating John Cena at WrestleMania in the worst match of the first night, and I don't really give a shit. To me, it didn't elevate Austin Theory any further. It actually was like, whatever. Who really cares? Didn't even get a great reaction because it was so predictable that Austin Theory is going to win. Because John Cena's not going to come back on Monday Night Raw issuing United States Championship matches or the Open Challenge or anything like that. We know that for a fact. It wasn't going to happen. It was too predictable.
I didn't want to admit that to you that you were right about this doing nothing for Theory. But
It didn't. Nothing. Zero. Not a zip.
But after I saw Theory win and then the entrance music hit, and I'm like, that was absolutely nothing. That did absolutely nothing for him.
I told you guys that. I fucking told you guys that it was going to do nothing for Theory's career, and it's like
I think it was because they didn't put much effort into it, like they did with half the matches this year.
Yeah,
I really do. I think it was because there was no build.
So you're saying they half-assed it? They were just like, whatever?
They did. They half-assed this entire pay-per-view.
All right, we're going to talk about that. So, anything else you want to add to it? No?
No.
You guys did it justice.
Okay,
man.
cool. Match number 2, Strowman and Ricochet versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits in the showcase match, a.k.a. the former pre-show match. I know you guys.
First off, I just want to say something real quick.
Go ahead, Smoke.
Shout out to Valhalla because I didn't know she was still employed.
How do you not know she was still employed? She comes out with the Viking Raiders every time the Viking Raiders are out.
I didn't know they were still employed either.
Hey, man.
That speaks volumes.
You said they were going to get fired a long time ago, right?
Oh, I did, and I still hold on to that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, they didn't wrestle that bad in this match.
They didn't. It's not about what they're not bad performers. She was never a bad wrestler. That's not the thing. That spark ain't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those venues have showers. I'm just saying.
I mean, a lot of places have showers. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
not just the venue.
Go anywhere.
I mean, the hotel,
truck stop.
Who told her to come out barefoot?
Since when do Vikings go barefoot?
Anyways, let's get to the point.
Listen, I played a lot of Valhalla, Assassin's Creed. I don't remember ever being barefoot in the game. I'm just saying, guys, like, can we get some historical references on that? Vikings were not barefoot. I'm pretty certain
they were not. But
hey,
I
man,
know they
fucking pagans.
They skinned those mammoths for a living, so they had some boobs.
Wait. Did they have mammoths, woolly mammoths in the Viking era?
They had some. They had wolves.
I feel like those are like 20 to 30,000 years ago. Viking era was from like 900 to 1100.
Well, I guess we know who didn't pass history class, but
I don't think woolly mammoths existed 1,000 years ago. But okay.
Well, they skinned something.
They were bears.
They bears, deer.
You've been watching
sheep.
Ice Age too much.
Yeah, I watched Ice Age the other day. How'd you know?
I was gonna say.
Man.
Wait, they had cavemen.
Cavemen?
Man,
I don't think they're cavemen. I think they just live in the caves.
Wait, in what year?
That's what they had on Ice Age.
So
what year does Ice Age take place
if
in?
you think about it,
don't know.
the animals in Ice Age also talk. They speak English, so take it with a
That's
grain of
different.
salt. You know what I'm saying?
That's different because you know what?
Are we using
that's
Ice
different
Age as a
because
historical
that's,
reference?
That's different because the humans didn't talk back to the animals, so they're talking. The animals are talking from the animals' point of
right.
view.
Can we talk about the match?
And they tried to play me, y'all.
Can we talk about the match? Listen, we got to talk about the match. All right. So the Street Profits win. That was our prediction. That was our picks.
Yeah.
They ended up winning the match. It was a highly entertaining match. Everybody
Shout out
did
to
it.
Ricochet. He did his thing tonight.
Ricochet. Everybody did their thing
Everybody
in this
did
match.
their thing.
Everybody showed out. They
Ricochet.
showed up, and the Street Profits winning. And I'm gonna go on
Shout out
record
to-
right now.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go on record right now. This is the last WrestleMania match the Street Profits are going to be together. I'm just saying it right now. Montez, he's going to go to superstardom. He's going to be a single star. Dawkins.
Let's hope that for both
whatever
of them.
happens.
Let's hope that for both
whatever
of
happens,
them.
happens.
Let's hope that for both of them.
Hey,
because I see
Dawkins stopped Strowman. He.
Could you see it? Can you see a potential beef there?
You know, I think
That's okay.
it'll be a good one. I mean, what was he like? Superman stopping the train, right? The Strowman Express. May I add?
Oh God, keep going.
You know what they say? Choo choo. Let's hit the next match.
Jesus Christ, man. Wow.
Let's hit the next match, please.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, so the match number 3, WrestleMania 39, night 1, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. All right, Smoke.
Let's do a gear check.
Wait. All right, let's hold up.
Can I get a ooh?
No. All right, let's pause it for a second. Seth Rollins' gear, Smoke, go.
Wait. No. You messed it up.
Go ahead.
We got to go to the gear check. So let's get to who got it right.
No. Let's talk about this match right now.
We are. But I'm saying let's get to who got it right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
I know you weren't crazy about the blue and gold with
I
the
don't
blue and
hate
yellow.
it, but it's not really my bag. I'm just saying.
Logan Paul came out in blue and yellow, and I actually really liked it.
It was good.
I didn't really like it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't care for it that much.
Can I just say something? The whole Kill Bill look, I hated it back then. The yellow and black really do something to me, and I hate it. I don't like.
It's overdone, man.
I don't
Black
like
and
the
yellow.
overdone. I don't like the yellow and black, black and yellow, however you want to say it.
It's overdone.
I don't
it's overdone.
like it. I get
Neil
it.
Pretty Boy Thomas is not rocking
Who is
yellow
that
and black.
by? Wiz Khalifa?
Black and yellow.
Yeah.
But that was for the
Fast and Furious? No,
that was for the sports team.
Who?
What are you guys talking about, man? Come
Black
on, man.
and
Let's
yellow
move
is
on.
good. Anyway, he got me off track. He does it so easily.
Yeah, let's move on. Come on.
But
I'm just so intriguing with my topics. What can I say?
Go ahead, Smoke.
so the blue and yellow. Sorry, why do I keep saying gold? The blue and yellow, I actually thought was actually kind of different.
I thought
interesting.
Logan Paul's gear from last year's Mania was better.
I thought this was an upgrade.
I didn't.
I thought it was an upgrade. But
thought it was downgrade.
I think so. I think
you
it's
think it's
better.
upgrade? I
Yeah.
think so too. 2 against 1. Shut up.
lose then.
Let's get to who got it wrong.
Seth freaking Rollins,
Man,
But guys, I don't think he wants you to like his outfits, man.
He does because he's a face. We want to like him.
But that's his thing.
So you think he doesn't want us to like his gear? You think he wants us to talk about his gear?
Exactly. He wants the most outrageous, atrocious, another ish.
We need to ask him about that. Seth, what goes
Word.
behind your gear?
I love it. I love.
Yeah.
We need to go in his fucked up mind and his mentality about what is he thinking when he comes out with this gear, because I don't really know.
I wasn't crazy about this particular gear, but I do love that he.
Last year was a miss. This year was a miss. This year was actually worse than last year.
Nope.
I think it's a miss.
I
if,
think
if
this
he
year-
comes out and we like it.
I think
I don't know.
this
know.
year was actually better than last year. I did not like that lace.
How can you say that if it's a miss if we like it? Why
I mean,
is
I'm the
liking
only
something
guy-
a bad thing?
Technically, I'm the only one who knows him personally.
But you're not saying it.
I might know what he's doing.
But you're not saying it from seeing it from his point of view. What he's saying is, if you like it, that means he's doing it wrong because if you like it, you're not going to be talking about it.
Yeah, they'll just be like, I like it. They'll move on. But if we're like what we're doing
I
now,
disagree 100%, man. If we like it, that would have been the first thing I said. Like, we gotta.
well, yeah, we'll
But
praise
will
it.
be
But
mem- but
on
will
and
it
on
be-
and on.
But will it be memorable? I talk about that lace.
I don't talk about that gear from last year at all because I want to forget about it. This year it was like a stain in my eyes, man.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me give this example. Ready? If we liked it, we would have all been like, "That was great. That was cool. Done." But the fact that we've been talking about it is exactly what he wants. That's my example.
I disagree with that.
Proof right there.
First off,
you know what they say? The proof is in the pudding.
You know what I was saying is I was like, when he came out with the Eskimo coat, like he came out like it was like negative 2 degrees
in the middle
outside
of summer,
in California that never sees a winter, and so it was like, to me, if he wanted to come out as this crazy, outlandish kind of guy, and he should have came out with, like you said, snowboard into the ring.
Oh yeah,
like to me, it would have fit the gear in his mindset, and it would have just made sense to me like that. Yeah. But he came out, and then to me, I'm not mad at the gear he wore. I'm mad at the color scheme.
The color scheme was horrendous. Pink and red do not go together at all.
You don't like the bubblegum pink or the cherry red?
Man, Bubblicious pink, man, whatever that was.
Pick one. And then choose a different alternative color.
The Pepto Bismol.
That
pink.
was fucking brutal, man. That was hard in the eyes, man.
To me, he should have had. To me, it should have been either red and white. No, pink and white. Because the bloodline was already doing red and white.
True.
But yeah, so let's get to the match, you guys.
We've talked about looks, about Cena, the gear about Rollins.
Because that's what matters. I mean, gears have to fucking battle, right?
I mean, hey, wrestling is a show, man. It's all about presentation.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the match. What did you guys think about this match?
As the Diener here, he's Mr. Seth, he's Mr. Logan Paul.
All right, so hear me out.
Don't say no bullshit.
This is going to be like last week where I'm trying to explain the feud.
No, it's not.
Hear me out.
Don't say no bullshit. You better say something.
My favorite moment of the night, because I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be frank. Okay? Call me Frank for this hour. Wasn't as fun or fast as I thought it would be. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I thought, you know what's weirding me out is Logan Paul and Roman Reigns had a better match.
They did,
in my opinion.
They did.
Weird, right? I feel like Seth, he kind of slowed this down. I feel like he was kind of going at a pace to where he was like, I don't want Logan to mess up. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, let me just, let me piggyback off that. I think they were going slower just for the fact that it was like Seth was like, all right, we're going to be cautious not to fuck anything up and not do anything that's too extreme.
Not injure Logan again.
Playing it safe is actually a good thing here because we want everybody to get through the match, then that's it.
And that's where the experience one kicks in. The person who has the most experience probably tells the rookie, like, hey, we need to play this match safe, as you said, and like make sure that everyone walks out safe.
Yeah, and I think that was the intention.
Be like, because let's think about it. There was nothing on the line for this match.
Yeah.
Why are we going all out for a match where nothing's on the line?
Yeah, of course.
This wasn't a huge build-up.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go out there, have a good time, be safe, and go the fuck home.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
The funniest part, I think my favorite part was was fucking KSI being under the prime drink, right? Neal called it. He knew someone was going to be under the prime drink. But
I thought it was his brother.
I thought it was going to be Jake, yeah.
He got pulled in. He got hit with the on the table spot. I think it was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. And that does remind me I'm a little parched here. Just going to get a little something.
Are we going to get a plug here? Hey, if
you pull out some prime,
it is. Oh, wow. Prime drink.
You know what? I'm going to.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Sponsored by.
Save this just for the end of the night.
It's the same one.
Same one.
It's the fucking blue one.
You could also say I kind of had an inkling.
I hate you.
So what we're going to do is.
man.
I want you guys to be quiet.
Okay.
This is Prime Talk.
You're the one who's been taking all my prime off my shelf, huh?
This is the last one, actually. Ready?
Ooh. It actually hasn't been open yet.
I'm not gonna lie, they kind of did something to me.
Can I get a ooh?
No.
I'm sorry. Ready?
Ew. That was the ugliest fucking slurp.
Yeah, right. It really didn't hit. Like
they didn't do what you thought it was gonna do.
You know what I like about Prime is that it doesn't taste diluted.
What does it taste like?
You want to take a sip?
It's blue raspberry.
You've already slurped it enough.
No, you want it in the cap?
No.
Hear me out. Do you want it?
No, I'm good.
Hear me out. Prime. Get yours at your local Target, your local Albertsons, Jewel.
Anywhere you can find Prime, by the way.
This one was
anybody watching for marketing for Prime, listen. You want to be our sponsor? Go ahead.
I forgot. For Coffee Talk, I usually tell the flavor. This one is the blue raspberry.
Yeah.
Talking to the camera.
This
point
one
right there. Point.
It has 250 milligrams of BC.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
10% coconut water. So be careful, you nut hating. Is it nut hating?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a nut, right? No, it's not a nut. I mean, nut and coconuts.
Coconut?
Cocoa. Nut.
It's not. Go ahead.
Just read the bottle. You
got your B vitamins. You got. Man, I can't fucking see. You got your antioxidants. You got your. Hear me out. 834 milligrams of electrolytes. Holy shit.
Is the drink fucking good or not?
No, it's delicious, actually. It's really good. I wasn't really that naughty when I slurped it, if you want to take a little slurp for the folks at home.
The sound did it for me.
Yeah, it didn't have that. It kind of sounded like a fart. It didn't really have
Is it watered down? Or is it like you really taste the blue raspberry?
To not even trying to be funny. So Gatorade and all that Powerade, you can tell it's watered down. This stuff, it tastes like if you had just vitamin the flavoring in it, and that's it. Like it's like, whoa, you drink it, you go like, holy shit. Like there's a lot of flavor to it. It's pretty good.
So it's good?
Yeah, man.
So the kids must know what they be talking about.
They know, man. Gen Zers.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Anyway, so I'm glad you guys asked about how I felt.
I just want to say something. To the person who told me one time when I was at work that I look like KSI, this was my first time seeing him. They are a fucking lie. No. I do not look like that man. Not saying that there's anything wrong with them, but this is my first time actually seeing him. And, And I'm very respectfully disappointed.
Okay, fair enough. So when it comes to the actual match, Prime aside, let's get that out the way.
Prime and looks aside.
Yeah, Prime aside. The match itself was just okay. I feel like it's what my expectations very high for this match. Probably not, because I wasn't expecting a thriller, a 5-star banger. Logan Paul, let's be honest, man, he's had a pretty decent run, but I think Seth Rollins being in this spot was not happy. He did have an interview with Daniel Cormier earlier today, or was it yesterday, or whenever it was. I don't know what fucking time it is. It's after midnight here. Complaining about, some people getting certain spots and, Seth being around all year long and deserving of a certain spot. I don't think Seth, granted, he's going to do business. Seth's a team player. He's going to do whatever's asked of him, and he's going to make the most of it. No matter who you book him against, he's going to do business. But the fact that he's on night one in a mid-card match against Logan Paul, I mean, come on.
Come on.
So
I have a question. So is he entitled? Should he be labeled as entitled for not liking his spot?
He's not entitled because...
How is he not entitled?
Because I think he's deserving, and I think I know where you're going with this too, because I think you're going to make the comparison with Charlotte, aren't you?
I am. Because how is he entitled and she not?
Well, she was gone half the year.
It doesn't matter, though.
No,
so was Cody.
Matter.
So was Cody.
Cody got hurt.
It don't matter.
Charlotte left because she wanted to.
And she needed a vacation.
Did she?
Yeah.
Who doesn't need a vacation? Seth Rollins doesn't need he doesn't need a vacation.
Is she not Seth Rollins? Just like he said he's not Cody. I didn't leave when he left. That's you.
You two make both good points.
My
I'm
thing
be honest.
is this: you can't worry about the next individual just because you decided to stay and work all year. Doesn't mean the next person has to, and does not mean that person isn't guaranteed a spot that you want just because you decided to go the extra mile. Should you deserve that spot? I mean, the majority in the room everyone can argue about who deserves what and who don't, but it's not about that. Just because you decide to do something does not mean that the next person should have to follow in that same footstep. If she wanted to take a break, if he wanted to go to another company, which he did, that's his fucking prerogative. And if he's offered a spot by the higher ups, that's their prerogative and their decision to make.
Obviously, that's their decision to make.
It's their decision to make. So my thing is this, and I'm not against Seth. I actually love Seth Rollins to death. I think he's right. And I hope I don't sound like a contradiction. I don't think he sounds entitled. I think he's fucking right. They have the wrong person in that spot. It's not Cody's fault that he got hurt. It's not his fault. Kind of, because wasn't it off when they were working?
Yeah, he was working out too hard.
No, it was his own doing.
It was his own doing. My
we'll
thing is this: I'm sure if he would have wished for things to be different, and he would have been here for the major build-up to this match, but he was not. And so my thing is this: Seth is right within that manner, but I'm just asking, why is he not entitled? And Charlotte is, when she isn't even really defending the spot, she's defending the anger towards why she thinks that. She's defending the anger about what's the problem with them having a main event spot. If you think about it and listen to what she said, and we're not even gonna get into this because let's get to the match. Yeah, finish the match. I just want to say, if you listen to what
Go ahead.
If you listen to what she said, why are you so upset about women main eventing the match?
No, that's totally misguided.
She didn't say
that is misguided.
She did not say she deserved that spot.
Nobody's upset about a women's main event because who is they?
People on Twitter were mad about it.
No. We're not upset about a women's main event because if it's earned, we're cool with it. We're cool with it.
Right. No, I think she kind of leveraged.
She's
the whole
coming from a stuck up, entitled. You know what?
But why is hers stuck up and entitled and his isn't?
Because he was there. He's been there, man.
And
listen. You want to compare Seth Rollins and Charlotte? I could see where you're going with it, but it's almost apples and oranges. Charlotte was gone half the fucking year. She becomes
after putting in work half of the year.
Let me finish explaining. She was gone half the year
after putting in work half the year.
Comes back, wins the title, does absolutely nothing to elevate the title anybody else.
We can't get into that because half of them didn't do shit.
But you're saying that Seth Rollins,
every single woman on the SmackDown roster can get their walking papers.
You just said Seth Rollins has a point. He has a point, right?
He has,
because he's there every single week.
But he is not obligated to get anything.
Nobody's obligated to get anything. Nobody's obligated to get anything.
He's not obligated.
He comes from a point of view, from his own point of view, just like Charlotte's coming from a point of view, from her point of view.
So why is she entitled and he is not, when they're both coming from different point of views?
I think because it's different because
I think it's different because you like one more than you do the other.
No, I don't, because I've given Charlotte.
Why am I doing all this?
I've given Charlotte a lot of respect, man.
Okay,
you can't say I've done, but I'm talking about this particular title reign hasn't deserved a main event spot.
And I agree.
Listen, man, I was touting this before too because I was like, man, Seth Rollins, 10-year career, not one single main event spot other than the cash-in.
Let's call it what it really is. Let's just be honest and say what it's about. Dean, and you follow along with me if you think it's right. Seth Rollins should not have been in this match against Logan Paul tonight.
He shouldn't have. As soon as they announced it and they built it, I fucking hated it since day one.
Seth Rollins should have been the one to take Roman's title.
Okay.
Or in line.
Would I be against that? No.
Seth Rollins
but that doesn't mean I'm against Cody being in that spot either.
He won't hear. He just came back last month. He won't hear.
Yeah.
He was not here.
He was on track though.
Don't matter. He won't hear.
Yeah.
He was not here. So my thing is, when I say this, I can see what Seth's perspective is, and I just feel like I think the reason why we all didn't care about this match that much is because
what are you doing?
He's promoting Prime.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I think
you can put.
I think
something to drink.
I think the reason why that we did not care about this match that much is because we felt like it shouldn't have even happened. So anyways, so like it wasn't a terrible match. I think it was the better match out of the last three. And yeah, let's move on to the next match.
I do want to.
You want to say something? I'm sorry.
Let me wrap up here. I think the entitlement might stem from their past history. Like Charlotte is probably like a what? I think I looked it up, like a 14-time champion.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, it says he's a 2-time Universal, 2-time WWE. I feel like he has to put in the work for 3 years just to get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Charlotte, she comes back. Hey, Charlotte, here's the world title again. You know, and I think that's a thing to where it's like Seth has never had the main event of Mania.
Mm-hmm. Never, not one time.
I don't know if Charlotte has, but I know some women have. I can't remember if she has or not.
Can I say this to you though? The women haven't had the women are just now getting the main event since 2015.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to make this a gender thing.
No. I got you.
Which I know you mentioned Charlotte might have.
I think that might be where
doing that.
I think that might be where that sense of entitlement might come from them. It's like, we take the back seat all the fucking time. Like you know, I think that might be what it is. But anyway, let's move on. To the next match.
So that's all I wanted to say.
No, thank you. I get what you're saying.
No problem. I got you.
All right, so we moving on
we
here.
got off track a little bit, a lot of bit.
It's not off track. We're talking about wrestling. It's all on track. All right, so match number 4: Damage Control versus Lita, Trish, and Becky in the 6-woman tag team match. Obviously, Lita, Trish, Becky ended up winning this match against Damage Control, which I thought at the time, being that it was only 4 matches in, it was the best match up until that point. I think all women did extremely well. Trish with her gear was a 2000s throwback. Lita looked fantastic. Becky, I know Smoke. We're talking about gear heavy here. Really toned it down a little bit with the black and orange. Looked fantastic. Damage Control matching with kind of like the black, purple, green gear. Everybody looked great in the match. It was a fast-paced match. Everybody performed well. Lita, Trish, Becky ended up winning it. And I thought it was an excellent match, and it couldn't have gone any better than what it did, and it served its purpose. I only wish the tag team titles were on the line. That was the only down part of the match because there was nothing on the line. A lot of people thinking Trish was going to turn, maybe on Lita and Becky, but really didn't give any indication that what she was going to. And I thought it was what it was, and it was kind of like the generations colliding because, you had Lita, Trish, from the previous generation, and the people that were in this match grew up watching Lita and Trish, and it was a tremendous effort all around. Trish looked fantastic, hasn't missed a beat. Lita looked great. Becky did her thing. Damage Control all performed really well, and I thought it was a great match, and couldn't have gone any better. What do you think, Smoke?
I actually wanted to ask Dean, what did he think of the match?
Oh shit, man! Dude, I was about to say solid.
What's next? Because we just went on this long rant, and I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to ask you, what did you think of this match?
Shit. Yeah.
All right, so I'll let y'all know. All right, so I think I'll take it from here. So shout out to all the ladies involved. It does suck that the tag team titles were not on the line here, again, that this to me misplacement and not enough effort put into this match either. But I will say all the ladies did great. All the ladies did their part, as you said, Neal. Trish looked great. Lita looks great. Becky looks like you right here. This was the perfect definition of the past and the present. Of WWE all in one match, and it was great because you have Trish and Lita who represent the past, who are also rekindling their present a little bit, getting another run, and then you have Becky Lynch who represents the now and what's who's in charge now, so to speak, and you got three great superstars in Damage Control who all who to me all did their part. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The one who stood out a lot to me was Io.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I couldn't take my eyes off of what she of how she was in. I couldn't take my eyes off her in the match. I thought Io was really great. I'm ready for Io to go solo again because I was gonna say Ulo. Io really, to me, when she's like diving off the top rope,
when she's on, man, she's
on,
bro.
She's on, and I just think her being in damage control kind of limits her.
Yep.
I do worry sometimes about the language barrier, but when she was in NXT,
didn't matter.
It wasn't a problem. So I want her solo again, man.
So let me ask you this, Smoke. All right, so Damage Control suffered a massive loss at WrestleMania. Where do they go from here? I mean, are they going to have a little friction between us or between themselves because you feel like, all right, it's not working out like we thought it was. They lost the tag titles. They're not winning big matches anymore. The blame game's going to start.
But who can they blame? Their leader got pinned.
That could be a good story. Huh?
Their leader got pinned.
Well,
their leader honestly almost always gets pinned.
Yeah.
So
Io and Dakota are going to be like, Bailey, you know, you're supposed to be our leader, but you're the ones taking the L.
I mean,
What's going to happen?
Dakota Kai gets pinned too. Io doesn't really get pinned that much. Dakota and Bailey get pinned the most.
Yeah.
But their leader,
I think this is going to start the breakup.
But their leader can't say, y'all holding me back. You lose the most.
Yeah.
You're the one who gets pinned.
No, for sure, without a doubt. And I think.
What you gonna say?
Go ahead, Dean. You got nothing?
I saw you putting up fingers over there like you wanted to
No,
speak.
he got nothing.
No, I was just saying he got the L. They got
my
the
God. Just take over, Neal.
So I think this is going to start the friction between the tag teams. Damage Control is going to end up breaking up eventually. May not be like Monday or on a SmackDown or anything coming soon, but I think you're going to see, you know, the cracks in the armor here, and it's going to be inevitable eventually.
I kind of wanted to see it go from SummerSlam to SummerSlam, meaning like
I don't think it's gonna even last.
You don't think it's gonna last that long?
No.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be a triple threat at SummerSlam between
all three of them.
Dakota.
I wouldn't mind to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would not mind seeing that. To me, but you know what, Neal? Regardless of what we feel about Damage Control, if they had got broken up too soon, I would have hated it as a group that had no like. They were put together randomly, and then they were disbanded within 2 to 3 weeks or months. I'm glad that they kind of did stick it out.
The breakup now would be just right.
I feel like they stuck it out.
Because it's not going anywhere now.
I feel like they stuck it out enough to where it will be somewhat, I wouldn't say memorable, but it'll be an honorable mention in the future.
Oh, of course, without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it did what it needed to bring Io and Dakota on the main roster. First off, back in on the main roster, and now I think it's run its course.
All right, cool. So moving on, we got match number 5. We got Dominic Mysterio versus Pops. Rey Mysterio in one of the best builds we had in WrestleMania 39.
That was covered in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It was, and that was kind of a downer of the match. I thought we were going to have them face in a cereal bowl. Thank God we didn't get that. But what we did get was an epic collision between father and son, and it was a tremendous match. Everything you could have hoped for in this match actually happened. It was
a good match.
It was exhilarating. It was thrilling. It was tremendous. It was whatever you want to call it. It was what it was. It lived up to the hype. And the fact that we're talking about Dominic in this light is actually a credit to him improving, because we all said, oh, hey, he needs to go back down to NXT. And my question, okay, we're going to talk about the match, but let me throw this out here just real quick. Does he continue this momentum when he's not feuding with his father? When he feuds with somebody else? Because basically he's grown up feuding with his dad, and now once this rivalry is done, where does he go from here when he's feuding with a random wrestler on Monday Night Raw? Does he continue this momentum, or is it going to be something that's just going to fizzle off because he's not feuding with his dad anymore?
I think that he has, I think that if anything, what Judgment Day has shown is that they can feud with other people. Besides Rey Mysterio, I think he definitely was the start of that. But I think over time, Dominic has
he's grown.
He's grown. Remember what we said about him separating from his dad so that he could grow into his own. I think he's really. I think he's having fun.
Mm-hmm. You can tell.
Not saying he wasn't having fun with his dad, but that was different. That was more so proving himself. He's having fun with. He loves that everyone hates him.
Of course.
I think he's
embracing it.
I think he's embracing it.
Yeah.
And to me, I take him more serious as a superstar now than I did when he was with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's now creating his own way to where we'll look back at this and be like, remember when Dom joined Judgment Day and he had mommy written on the back of his ass?
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, like that is like he spent one day in jail, and next thing you know, he thought he was just Machete, the gang member, and like it's like I think this was good for him. He's having fun. He's playing off the crowd. He's grown character wise. He's gonna continue to grow, and I really do not think he has to feud with Rey Mysterio.
Oh no.
For him to continue to be great.
I think this is going to be a good thing. So let's talk about what actually happened here. So Dom comes out. He has the video package of him being in the prison, and then he comes out in the correctional, van with the
teardrop.
With the teardrop, and then the Rey Mysterio mask, and obviously he's getting a lot of fucking heat. People fucking hate that.
I like that mask. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I kind of liked his mask.
It was pretty good, man. It was
Dom's mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Ray's entrance was something extremely special. He comes out in Eddie Guerrero, like an homage to Eddie Guerrero and Eddie Guerrero's music, which is
it hits you every time.
It hits you every time.
I cried like a baby back then when he passed.
Oh, of course, I did too, man. Anytime you reference Eddie Guerrero, like it hits that spot, man. And it's you kind of get misty-eyed a little bit every single time.
Yeah.
And, Rey Mysterio, he had an extremely great entrance. And that's going to be an entrance that's going to be remembered for a long time.
While still, the best entrance of tonight was Rey Mysterio.
Oh, without a doubt.
He made up for that Royal Rumble because we still don't know what.
Oh yeah, he's still legal in that Rumble, right?
He's still entry.
He never got eliminated.
No, but then not only that, but I love the love he showed to Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
When he walked on the ramp, he like blew like I wouldn't want to say he blew kisses, but he was just like thank you and everything. Like he definitely showed respect to shut up. He definitely showed respect to Snoop Dogg, and he even showed respect to Bad Bunny. Like. He was greeting Bad Bunny. I think he was in the moment and feeling it. I hate to say this, but you could definitely tell he's almost there at the end of that rope about leaving. Yeah, it's almost he's almost about there where he's like, okay, this is gonna be it soon.
Well, obviously Rey Mysterio ended up winning the match. I mean, there was tons of interference. You had, you had Angie slapping Dom. You had LWO interfering. Judgment Day. Bad Bunny taking the chain away from Dom, and then Rey Mysterio ended up getting the victory. So
I'm still so surprised by how fast Rey Mysterio is after all these fucking years.
48 years old, man, and he moves like a guy in his 20s, in his prime of his career, cruiserweight luchador, and it's really remarkable that he's kept himself in shape and in condition, and he's able to perform at. You wouldn't know his age if you didn't know his age. Like just by the way he performs in the ring, it's incredible. And shit, man, he can go another 3, 4, 5 years if he really wanted to because he hasn't had a devastating injury. He just maintains himself, and it's remarkable.
His speed is insane, and
his speed is about the same it was like 15, 20 years ago, and it's just fucking crazy.
His young 20-something-year-old son can't even keep up in the ring with him, in my opinion. And but I thought it was good to see. My favorite part of this match was him taking off that belt.
Oh, and whooping him?
Taking off that belt.
Yeah.
And letting his son know. This is my shit.
Of course. Rey Mysterio said at the Hall of Fame ceremony, I'm going to take care of business. And he actually did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably thinking if Dom wants to act like a baby, he's going to be treated like one.
Absolutely.
All right, before we kind of wrap this up and put a bow on it, what do you guys think? You think this is going to be the end of Rey Mysterio and Dom, or are we going to keep going here, or this is going to be it?
I personally want this to be it. What about you, Dean?
I think this is a nice send-off.
Okay.
I did want to say before I forget, I know I talked to you guys during the show, but I guess I'll shout them out. I mean, who knows? Who knows who's listening, right? So 2 dudes from Rollins's, training center that I know, Connor Braxton, I think he goes by, and then the front man, Ja C. Those 2 were part of Dominic's officers, you would call them, right?
Yeah, correctional officers. Yep, coming out.
Search them up on YouTube, man. They're really good talent. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out. So and
right,
dude,
cool.
they made a Mania entrance. That's good for them, man.
And
That's fantastic.
You trained with them at where?
It was the Black and Brave.
Yeah.
Under Seth Rollins and
I always forget that name.
in Davenport. So check it out, man.
Nice.
Go ahead and
All right,
YouTube
shout out
search my
Black and
boy.
Brave.
Shout out Black and Brave.
All right, man. Moving on to the next match number 6 of the night: Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair in the what was going to be the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, but it turns out it wasn't. But it doesn't mean it's not going to be a memorable match, and it wasn't going to be something that ended up being a classic, and it's something that wasn't going to be talked about. Because let's be honest, man, this match. Going into it, hey, Rhea Ripley's fantastic. Charlotte's fantastic. We knew it was going to be a good match, but I think it exceeded our expectations.
Both ladies tore it up.
They tore it up from start to finish.
Is this the best match of the night?
You can make that argument.
Is it?
You can make that argument.
Or is it up there?
I think you could.
Because we're going to talk about the main event, which was extremely heavy in storyline. But when you go from match quality, it could have been better than the main event.
They went hard,
but it went extremely hard.
I believe Charlotte and Rhea kind of. I think they kind of showed out in that ring, and they showcased why they should have main evented tonight.
Yeah, like, and if their story mattered to us,
that
match would have been 10 out of 10.
That's why I'm upset with production and the company, because they half-assed this fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They half-assed it completely, and but I do believe had it been billed correctly, I do believe that, and we had really loved and cared about this story.
Yeah, without a doubt,
this match would have probably taken the cake.
And I think because Charlotte and Rhea didn't main event, I feel like, Dean, you said it, they went extra hard. Because, listen, if you're told you're going to be potentially the main event of any WrestleMania or of any pay-per-view, and then it kind of gets pulled out from under you.
Last minute.
You're going to have a little bit resentment. You're going to be like, hey, man, we should be the real main event.
Entitled.
So we're going to be going extra hard now.
Yeah.
And we're going to show up the match that's going to follow us. And I think that's exactly what they did. And the match itself was great. Rhea with the riptide off the top rope ended up winning the match. But the match itself had tons of false finishes. And it was an excellent match from start to finish. Good fast-paced match. And the ending is probably what I really want to talk about too, because Rhea obviously was the obvious choice to win. She's going to be a great SmackDown Women's Champion.
She's going to start a lot of shit. I think she's going to have a great reign.
She's going to have a long reign, because I don't think let's be honest, man, the SmackDown roster, she's going to run roughshod over that. I'm sorry.
They're not ready.
They're not ready for that shit. They have no idea. But my point being is, Rhea is technically the heel going into this match. Technically, Charlotte Flair is the babyface going into this match. Who's getting the cheers? Rhea Ripley. Who's getting the boos? Charlotte Flair. But look at the reaction on Charlotte Flair at the end of this match. Sitting on the outside.
Cheering.
She clapped, by the way. She clapped for a little bit, smiling and almost accepting of her fate, knowing that Rhea Ripley, you are the future. Rhea Ripley is more the now than Austin Theory is, for sure, but she is the now, and I feel like Charlotte is passing the torch literally to Rhea Ripley. Like, here's the belt. you got another 5-10 years. Fucking just go.
I saw that, and what I saw, Charlotte was very proud tonight.
Very proud for losing.
Charlotte was like, "You want my shit? Prove it to me.
Yeah,
take it." And I think what Charlotte is saying is, it's about time somebody stepped up and
without a doubt,
and took my throne.
Because Charlotte was begging. Pretty much begging. She called herself the opportunity. Who is going to step up to my level? She literally called out the roster for years and years. Like,
outside of the four.
Besides Becky, Bailey, and Mercedes is not there anymore. So it's just like, please, somebody come along. It's not Lacey Evans. It's not Sonya Deville. It's not Xia Li. And it's not Chelsea Green. It's not any of them.
Morgan.
We needed a main event level talent to come along. We talked about Rhea Ripley years ago, being the next in line to take over when the Four Horsemen decide to hang it up, or Four Horsewomen decide to hang it up.
Can you see the growth between their first WrestleMania match to now?
Oh, without a doubt, Rhea's past her.
She's messing
up.
She's messing with a grown woman right now.
Oh yeah,
not the young one who was like,
not the young up and comer.
Take my belt, Charlotte.
Yeah, still wet behind the ears and that kind of thing. Without a doubt,
Rhea's having her Bianca Belair moment.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'll make the case Rhea's better than Bianca by now.
Let's not get crazy.
I'm just saying Rhea's a little better. We can talk about that in night two.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. We're getting off track here.
She just started wetting her whistle. Let her just get relax.
I said
what?
Wetting her whistle. She just started to wet her whistle.
I said Rhea was better than Bianca from day one, and I'm gonna stick by that statement.
You stick by it. I'm gonna stick to the facts. I'm just letting you know. Let's not do too much.
We can talk about that later.
We'll talk about it tomorrow because it'll showcase what's going on.
Hey man,
the EST.
Listen, all right, let's talk about tomorrow tonight. All right, so
no, not tonight.
No.
We're gonna talk about tomorrow.
Smoke. No. Charlotte and Rhea, tremendous match, right? Mm-hmm. Bianca and Asuka are like, oh shit. We gotta step it up. Our build has been the worst build we can ever remember.
Feuds, yeah.
You better put on a 5-star motherfucking classic tomorrow.
They have no choice.
They have no other option, or else it's gonna be a dud.
Can I be honest with you guys? I'm okay with Bianca retaining.
I'm fine with that now. I said she wasn't gonna three-peat, but honestly, the way this build has gone and the way they've been booking Asuka. Keep it on Bianca if this is what it's going to be.
I hope they got a plan for Monday, but I don't mind Bianca keeping it right now. But yeah, kudos to both ladies. Rhea and Charlotte really threw down in that match, really took it to one another. Again, Charlotte was so pleased. I would be surprised if Charlotte didn't take another vacation and was like, hey, I'm gonna have like some twins or some kids, and I'm gonna chill out for a while. Like, you showed me you could take my spot. I think
without a doubt.
I think she even mouthed that on the side of Rhea. I think the first thing she said was, "Well, it's about time." I think that's the first thing she said was, "Well, it's about time."
Yeah.
I
mean, Charlotte, honestly, if she hung it up tomorrow, obviously her resume speaks for herself. She's a 14-time champ, first ballot, obviously Hall of Famer. Her career is set in stone right now. So it's just like, right, whatever.
Let's just be real. Charlotte wasn't out to prove she could beat Rhea. Charlotte wanted Rhea to prove to her that she can beat her.
Exactly.
That she said, prove it to me. It was never, she never told Rhea she couldn't beat her.
Yeah.
She said, show me.
Yep.
Show me.
Yep.
So kudos to both ladies. You guys did a great job.
And one more thing to note, Charlotte with the puffy jacket was a miss. All right.
But Charlotte with the gear was a hit. Rhea could have done better. Rhea looks like that every fucking Monday.
Yeah. All right. And all right, so the main event time for WrestleMania 39.
Whoa. Bring it back.
Wait, you want to add something to it?
Pat McAfee.
Oh, shit.
We're going to let you take this away.
Defeated The Miz. Oh, shit.
We forgot.
Wow, we totally forgot about that.
Shit.
I think I was in the John for half of that time.
Let Dean take this one.
Go ahead, Dean.
Yeah. So
while you talk about it like I did during the match, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Man, you going to take a piss right now?
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead.
You guys can't see it on camera, but my dog is fucking napping just like during this segment.
Damn.
Poochies.
Damn.
Poochies. He's out cold. He's so cute.
Poochies paid about 10 bills today. Paid about 10 bills. Took care of all his children.
He does produce some of these episodes.
Yeah, he's out. It's late. It's almost 1 a.m.
Poochie's had to deal with all the complaining customers today.
Yep.
Like he had to do it all. You could sleep like that. You had to have a hard day.
Yeah, just don't wake him up. Smoke, right? It's cool.
Yeah. All right, so take it away, Dean.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna make this quicker than the match. That was 3 minutes.
Good. Go ahead. Please be brief. You got 30 seconds.
So fucking The Miz comes out right with Snoopity Doopity.
Just say his name.
Snoop Dogg,
There you
D-O double G. You know what they say.
No, just say it.
So weird that he's the host. He doesn't really come out much. Weird. I mean, hey, it's better than when Hogan was the whole host and he would come out every fucking second. That was enough for me. Do you guys remember that? He'd pop up all the time.
I was over it.
I don't want to remember. Just keep going.
I was over it. I was over it.
So he did his thing, and then Pat McAfee returned. He said, "Oh, you got small balls," the crowd. Oh shit, and then Pat won. That was it.
You stopped us.
I'm glad
you stopped us from moving on so we can backtrack to it.
Okay.
Hey, it was number 7
Hey, you
of the
all
Mania.
right.
Yeah.
You all right.
Hey, you know what? You know what they say. You win some, you lose some. You know what they say.
You live to fight another day.
You lose some, but you also win some. We lost.
That's what they say.
So can I ask you guys something?
We lost the Bray Wyatt match, but we got.
Whose match did they cut? Whose match did they cut to have this segment?
I don't know if they cut anybody's.
I don't believe this was planned.
No, I mean,
it probably was planned, but I don't think they cut any match. It was more of a we need to take a break and regroup to get to the main event, just to kind of reset a little bit.
And not just go right into our finisher. Just have a little calm, funny moment. Okay.
So we lost Bray Wyatt's match, but hey, we got McAfee.
And the most important thing, Neal, is
that's a good trade-off.
The most important thing, Neal, is that we did not get our bowl of cereal.
We did not get our bowl of cereal. They promoted the shit out of it, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of my favorite all-time cereals. Do
things like that work in reverse to you guys? Like, I'm not going to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch for a while.
Oh, I'm
tired of it now.
I probably won't.
I've eaten it my whole fucking life. I haven't had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in forever, so I'm good.
I got a box on top of my fridge right now that's been there since I moved in my apartment.
I was going to say
2021. It's about stale now.
About stale? I'm pretty certain it's probably stale. That expiration date is beyond expired.
I just need to throw it out. I just haven't yet.
There's a difference between
just in case you want a bowl.
Just in case I want a bowl.
There's a difference between here's a quick little logo when we do a replay.
In the corner, right?
Yeah. Like they always used to do for replay.
Brought to you by Mysterio's graphics was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They had it on the apron,
the apron, the outer layer,
and the fucking mascot on the outside. It was so weird,
mascot, man.
I'm just glad the New Day wasn't a part of this because they would have made their gear Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
They would have thrown it out in the crowd.
I'd been so damn mad. I just glad they just did not have the opportunity to do it.
This time I was like, dude, I want to see that Cinnamon Toast guy go through the fucking table, man. I want to see it happen now.
Whoever that was,
that would have been great, though, man.
That was,
that would have been funny.
Whoever that was, you could tell they weren't playing around. They was like, okay, I want to be standing there when they come out, and then I gotta go. I'm not gonna be a part of no segments. That thing was gone as soon as the music stopped.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
I mean, I would have, if I was in the suit, I would have been like, I'll take a table bump.
Well, we know you. You're a little crazy. So,
I would have done it.
Yeah.
I was like, if it works in the match. All right, let's move on to the main event of WrestleMania 39, Night 1, KO and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the undisputed tag team champions of the world. Obviously, a lot of this match is heavy on the storyline. It's been one of the best builds almost for a year. They pointed out that Sami Zayn walked into Roman's locker room on April 22nd, 2022. So we're coming up on a fucking year of this storyline being built. The back and forth between Sami and Jay, Sami and Jimmy, KO and Sami's relationship that's been on the fence. It's been going back and forth. KO told Sami Zayn, do not join the bloodline. They're going to screw you over. It turns out they were right. KO was right in some instance. Sami ended up betraying Roman, and all hell broke loose ever since then. And now KO and Sami had to make amends. Ever since then, they get back together. They had one common goal, and that was take down the bloodline. They took down the Usos. They won the undisputed tag team championships of the world, and I thought it was an excellent match. Tons of false finishes. It was the build up to be the greatest tag team match that ever was at WrestleMania, and I think it lived up to the hype. It was a collective moment that everybody was waiting for. Everybody felt satisfied on. KO and Sami was the only way to go. The Usos go down. Jay's going to break off, but we're going to talk about that later. I don't know where Jimmy's going to fit in this, and it was a fan-fucking-tastic ending to a great night one.
I want to say kudos to everyone involved for putting on a dedicated display of a story and build and taking time and consideration to really make this enjoyable for us to watch. I almost was kind of like the people in the crowd where I saw a few people were in tears. I really saw like 2 to 3 people in tears because they couldn't believe that it was right over.
I know
for the Usos.
I know we can kind of mock people crying, at a wrestling event, but I think that just shows you how people are so much invested into a storyline because, you grow, you follow these guys week to week, and you feel like you know them in a way. You're like, you're like, man, like if these guys lose, I'm going to feel devastated. It's kind of like maybe not to the extreme or the extent, but when like Undertaker lost at WrestleMania, you really couldn't believe it, and it was like a shock factor. You might not have cried over it, but you couldn't believe it. There's been instances where I've cried over wrestling. It just happens because you grow up and you watch these wrestlers every single week. So I can understand that part. I know it's easy to mock, but I completely 100% understand the situation and how things are going to go. If you're going to cry over a wrestling match, that means you're totally invested and what they're doing is working. And that's the whole point, is making you believe what's going on. And the storylines are so engaging that you just cannot help look away. And that what leads you to being so emotional. And I think that's fantastic storyline. And that's what wrestling is really about. Granted, the match itself between KO, Sami, and the Usos maybe not have been the greatest match. But I think sometimes you can get away with that. It's not the greatest match, but the ending and the storyline, the build was a 10 out of 10. The match itself may not have been that, but I think whatever they did, it worked, and it was the perfect ending to night one.
Dean, what did you feel about tonight?
Nah, man, I saw how emotional everybody got in that arena, and that's the best part of wrestling, is telling that story and bringing everybody in, and really just you're living through them, and
of
you
course.
get so close to. Like you guys said, you feel like you know them. You feel like you're doing it with them. So
yep.
No, it was amazing. It was a great match. It was everything that it could have been. I have no cons about it. It was good. Man, it was great.
Let's kind of like appreciate the Usos. I'm not sure the day. I don't know if anybody knows off the top of their head how long they were tag team champions. 600 something days, whatever it was.
Was it 691 days?
It was a long time. So their title reign ended. They lost the SmackDown and the Raw tag team titles, and they broke the New Day's record, and New Day broke Demolition. So we're talking about 3 tag teams over a 30-plus year, run, which is incredible to think of. We just witnessed history again.
Now, it was 622 days.
That's a fucking long time. That's a long time. So it's like, this matters. It was an extremely important scenario. And I think I hope we don't lose sight of that, of how well the Usos carried those tag team titles and how well they've carried themselves, and the storyline with the bloodline and consummate professionals. Yeah, they had their personal issues over that time, but they were there most of the time, putting on really quality matches with a host of tag teams, and I feel like this was the perfect ending to a great tag team title run.
I agree, Neal and Dean. Great job to the Usos. But I do have one thing to say: Tribal Chief will not be happy.
Tribal Chief might not be happy, but he has
his own shit to worry about.
He has his own shit to worry about, and he has to worry about not losing his undisputed title too. Because if he's worrying about the Usos, he's not focused on his own business, and he's going down.
Ooh, fun fact: the Usos actually hit over 1,000 days combined about a day or two ago.
Yeah, Michael Cole or somebody mentioned that on the broadcast too.
Oh, look at that.
That's a crazy amount of days being tag team champs or any kind of champ, really, because that's what roughly little under 3 years, right? Total time.
3, 6, 9. Yeah, a little over 3. A little over 3 or so, or about 3. I do want to hype up Roman and Cody as much as I can, just real quick, so you guys come back tomorrow. You guys need to come back tomorrow, right? We're gonna do this together.
We're gonna do it one more time. Right? This is only night 1. We're doing night 2, baby.
So hear me out. I did want to say that Roman hasn't hit his 1,000 days yet, and I did the math. All right, I did a rough estimate. He will hit 1,000 days on the same exact event for the Saudi show. I believe it was King and Queen of the Ring, right?
Okay.
Both King and Queen. Is that what it's called now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's anything, but it is something to think about. It's a little weird that it's happening on that exact same time. And you can be like, well, it's just a random pay-per-view event. No. They're having one in early May. This is a second pay-per-view event in 1 month for May?
Yeah.
Is this going to be a big event? Could you say that? I mean, we've seen big title defenses on other King of the Ring pay-per-views before. I'm just saying, keep it in the back of your mind. Will something take place? You know Saudi pays well. I wouldn't put it past him. Vince is back. All right, he loves Saudi. I'm just saying, keep it in your mind. Let's see what's happening tomorrow. Let's see what happens.
All right.
But before we go, how many carats out of 100 would you rate it? Damon, I mean, Cordell. Sorry, bro. Breaking the fourth wall. What would you rate it, man?
We're doing a 0 to 100?
0 to 100.
Not 0 to 10? All right.
Nah, man. We always do out of 100 carats. And 100 being one bushel.
I think we should do to 10.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
It doesn't matter. It's still the same. You could be like, if it's 100, you could still be like 9.50.
Which would be 95 carats.
Yeah.
So you're wrong. I think you're just stupid. Mm-hmm. I said it.
Smoke, what do you think? All right. 1 out of 100 of carats, whatever.
What you think, man? Out of 10, out of 5, out of 100?
What are you going to give it, Smoke?
5.
5 carats?
Wow.
Out of what?
I'm going to give it a 5.
5 out of 5?
That is, wow, that's extremely surprising.
No, it's good if it's 5 out of 5.
No.
5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Wow,
damn,
man.
dude.
That is extreme.
Why?
You're saying this WrestleMania Night 1 was average as fuck.
No, that's a fail.
I mean,
that's a fail. That's an F.
You guys watched it like I did.
You're saying WrestleMania Night 1 was an F?
Am I lying?
I will say the build-up was bad, and I said it multiple times. I mean, I'm the Grinch of WrestleMania season, but
am I lying?
The matches weren't that bad, though.
Oh.
They were pretty good. I think every match was good.
So what would you rate it?
I'm going to rate it 79 carats.
79 carats out of 100.
That's 7.9 for you.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm going to be closer to Dean than Smoke, too, because Smoke, an average fucking pay-per-view.
I'll give it a 55.
That it doesn't change it.
No.
It's still an F.
Still an F, but he gave you 5 more.
It's still a fail. Mm-hmm. It's still a fail. Yeah. I'm going to go 7.5 just because the match qualities were better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
There were some instances, the gear, the entrances were mediocre. I wasn't thrilled with that.
So you're giving it a C.
7.5 out of 10. Yeah.
Mine I was going to
see. That's actually a C minus, isn't it?
It's just a C.
Let's not think too deep into this one.
It's just a C.
Let me tell you, I don't know.
Just for the fact
I know mine's a C plus though for sure, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.5. I know a lot of this is what a lot of people think. This is not what we think. We're the Marking Out Network. This is what we think. People 8s, 9s, 10 out of 10s.
That's their opinion.
That's their opinion. If they loved it, a 10 out of 10, it was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. hey, man.
That is their opinion.
You got 39 WrestleManias. This was the best of all time. So be it. Doesn't mean your opinion's right, but it's probably wrong.
Hey, like I say, everybody has a platform. Everybody has freedom of speech. You don't have to use it, though. You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's
sometimes you keep it to yourself. But, all right, 7.5 out of 10 for me. And I think night one was... All right, you think... All right, let's end this real quick. Night one is going to be better than night two, or night two is going to be better than one? Real quick.
I think two is going to be better than one.
What do you think?
I think it's going to be the same.
Think it's going to be the same?
You got some duds. Almost and Lesnar.
Yeah.
You got some shit that won't really matter. But yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, that is it for WrestleMania 39 Night 1. We're going to wrap this up. Please check us out on YouTube and all the social medias. Dean, you want to plug something?
I'll plug away. You guys better watch out. I'll plug you.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. Bring it back anyway. Instagram at Marking Out Pod, Twitter at Pod Marking Out.
Yes.
I'm at 99 Dean Walker. You can find Cordell at Cordell Ponton.
On
Instagram.
You shouldn't be able to.
You want to plug your Snapchat?
No.
Okay, just making
TikTok,
sure.
anything, Smoke?
No.
You got your.
That's private.
I mean, I would. You Facebook or anything?
No.
Facebook Messenger. What's your number? Phone number? Anything?
What's your address? What's your social? You told me one time. What is it?
Yeah, what was it again? It rhymed with something. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Did it rhyme with mind of your fucking business?
All right, guys, that's it. We are the Marking Out Network. I'm Neal Pretty Boy Thomas. This is
Dean Walker.
And we
I'm
got
your boy Cordell, a.k.a. Smoke.
All right, till next time, that is it. We are out. Bye-bye.